Okay, let's unpack this week. Week 5 in the NFL. Wow, just pure chaos, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You think you know where things stand, and then a week like this happens.
The biggest shocker got to be the Eagles are out, undefeated no more, losing to the Broncos. Nobody saw that coming.
Nope. Shredded a lot of brackets, I bet. Welcome, everyone. You're listening to USA Sports Zone.
We're going to break down all the madness from Week 5. Who stepped up? Who really, really didn't?
Yeah, we've looked at the grades, the stats, some real shockers in there. We'll figure out who looks like a real contender and who's maybe hit panic mode.
Yeah, and hey, if you like this kind of breakdown, make sure you follow the show. We do this every week.
All right, so let's start with that Broncos win. An A grade. How'd they pull it off?
Well, Bo Nix was incredibly clutch.
Yeah.
I mean, the fourth quarter, 9 of 10, 127 yards. That's how you seal a win against a top team.
And the defense. Sacking Jalen Hurts 6 times. That's putting on some serious pressure.
Exactly. And it wasn't just Denver pulling off upsets. Look at the Patriots.
Right. Taking down the Bills, 23-20, that was something.
And Drake May, the rookie QB. Perfect fourth quarter. Sound familiar?
It really does. It's like Nix and May just decided, okay, no mistakes late. It puts enormous pressure back on teams like Philly and Buffalo.
No kidding. And Stephon Diggs, back in New England. 10 catches, 146 yards. Immediate impact.
Yeah, the AFC East just got a whole lot more interesting, didn't it?
Totally. Now, not every great performance was an upset. The Colts, just dominant.
Oh, yeah, an A grade, and they earned every bit of it. 40-6 over the Raiders.
Jonathan Taylor. My goodness.
Yeah.
3 rushing touchdowns. He's got to be right in the thick of the Offensive Player of the Year talk.
Absolutely. And you asked if that grade is sustainable. I think so. Yes, the Raiders made mistakes. Geno Smith had costly turnovers.
Right, 2 turnovers leading directly to 14 Colts points. Can't do that.
But the Colts capitalized. That's what good teams do. Defense creating points, Taylor running wild. I think they might be, a top 3 team in the AFC right now.
That's a bold statement, but they looked the part.
And speaking of incredible individual efforts, how about the Panthers?
Wow, yeah, down 17 points.
And they come all the way back to win. Tied a franchise record for largest comeback.
Fueled by Rico Dowdle. What a game for him. Over 200 yards rushing.
First guy to hit 200 yards rushing this season. Just carried him on his back. Heroic stuff.
Okay, so we've got the heroes, the breakthroughs. But on the flip side, some teams just imploded, utterly collapsed.
Yeah, let's talk about the F grades. And you almost have to start with the Baltimore Ravens.
Losing 44-10 to the Texans. Ouch, that's bad.
It's historically bad. We're talking about a defense giving up, on average, 35.4 points per game.
35 points.
And they've allowed 37 or more points in 4 of their 5 games. You have to go back 71 years to find a team that started that poorly on defense. 71 years.
Injuries or not, that's a crisis-level problem for them. Fundamentally broken, like you said.
And then, maybe even worse, the Arizona Cardinals. Another F. How do you lose that game?
Blowing a 15-point lead to the Titans, who hadn't even won a game yet. That's just painful.
Painful doesn't even cover it. 2 just completely unforgivable mistakes.
Emari Demercado, breaking off that huge 76-yard run.
And he fumbles it before the goal line. Celebrating too early, you just can't make that mistake.
And then the defense gets an interception. Only for Dadrian Taylor-Demerson to fumble it right back.
And the Titans recover it for a touchdown. It's almost comical if it weren't so devastating for Cardinals fans.
And get this. That loss means they've now lost 3 straight games on a game-ending field goal.
That's an NFL first. Ever. 3 in a row decided by the other team's kicker at the buzzer. That's got to be soul-crushing.
And don't forget the Raiders getting absolutely hammered 40-6 by the Colts.
Yeah, Geno Smith's turnovers were killer there.
And the Jets. Still winless. 0-5.
And their coach is the first in Jets history to start 0-5. These aren't just bad losses. They point to really deep problems for these teams. Week 5 just laid it all bare.
So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway for everyone watching, it feels like? Well, pedigree didn't matter this week.
Not at all. It was about efficiency, especially from your quarterback. Look at Nix. Look at May. Clutch, mistake-free football when it mattered most.
Right. That seemed to be the difference between an A grade and an F. Making the plays, or making the catastrophic error.
Exactly. And avoiding those self-inflicted wounds like we saw with Arizona, that's what separated the winners from the losers this week, regardless of their records coming in.
So thinking bigger picture now, what does this mean going forward?
Well, it raises a really important question, doesn't it? When you see historically bad performances like the Ravens defense or repeated collapses like the Cardinals,
Or even the Bengals losing 3 straight pretty badly.
exactly. How long can those teams, the Ravens, the Raiders, the Bengals, how long can they stick with the status quo? At coach, at quarterback, especially after weeks like this.
That's the big question hanging over everything now, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much heat are those guys feeling?
Huge pressure. And how they respond, well, that could really shape the rest of the season for a lot of teams.
Something to definitely keep an eye on in Week 6. Okay, that's our look at a wild Week 5. We hope this helps you make sense of it all.
Thanks for tuning in to USA Sports Zone. We'll catch you next time.